Hello, we're here back in my kitchen, Judy's Keto Kitchen. And today I'm making a pumpkin bisque. It's the pumpkin time of year, pumpkin everything, pumpkin here, pumpkin there, pumpkin spice, pumpkin. So I thought I'd make a pumpkin bisque. It's going to have onion. I've already cut up the onion. They don't have to be diced really uniform. You're going to blend it in later. Garlic, and how I store my garlic. I peel my garlic, put it in vodka, and I store it just in the pantry, and it lasts forever. And you always have fresh garlic. So we're going to start by going over to the stove and add some olive oil to the pan because we're going to saute the onions, pretty much just enough to saute the onions. And it'll take a while for it to heat up, but I'm going to put, it's about a cup of onions, and that equaled 120 grams. It does not have to be uniform because we're going to blend it all up later, so you'll see why it doesn't matter. So we just going to do this till it's pretty much translucent. It sort of reminds me of Sundays or days when my mother would make tomato sauce. No, she did not put onions in it. She just did the garlic, and this is the way her garlic, and oh, the house smelled so good when she was getting the garlic ready. I'm going to add the garlic now. You could wait a while. I just don't want the garlic to burn, so we'll just, and I'll leave it on top of the onions for now, but it looks like the onions are cooking nicely. But while I'm doing this, I will tell you about the book that I wrote. It's a cookbook. It's Precision PSMF Cookbook. This is it, Precision PSMF Cookbook. And it has all the recipes you need for your Precision PSMF journey. It is on Amazon. I will have the link to it below. Carl has also written a book on metabolic health. Again, it's on Amazon. His is also in an ebook form. The ebook is not on Amazon, but I will have a link to both his paperback and his ebook. Mine is not in an ebook form at this point. I'm not sure if I will do an ebook. Most people like cookbooks in physical form. So now what we're going to do, we're going to add 2 cups of chicken stock. Make sure if you buy chicken stock, it does not have sugar added. The only 2 brands that I have found are Food Lion brand and actually Walmart brand. To that, you're going to add a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. And I make my own pumpkin spice. I have a link to that. You're going to add a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a 15-ounce can of pureed pumpkin. It's always such a chore getting pumpkin out of a can. Make sure you get it all. I should have done the pumpkin first and then the broth second. And then I could put the broth in to make sure I got all of the pumpkin. But I don't always think ahead like that. And we're going to bring it to a boil. And we're going to boil it for 15 minutes. So I'm going to turn the heat up slightly till it gets to a boil. Then I'm going to turn the heat down and simmer it for 15 minutes. So we'll see you back in 15 minutes. Okay, so it has been simmering for 15 minutes. I'm stirring it periodically. Now what we're going to do is take an immersion blender and blend it up. And you do not have to do this step if you don't mind having the chunky onions. But if you want a smooth soup, you just use the immersion blender. So about a half a can of coconut milk. Looks nice and creamy now. I'm actually going to add the whole can. But you decide what you want. You can add up to 2 cups, 1 to 2 cups. Now you're going to simmer this and get this warm. And it's pretty warm because if you're using heavy cream, it's going to be coming out of a cold refrigerator, so you're going to need to warm it up more. But my coconut milk was in the pantry, so it was not cold. Oh, I'm excited to try this. Creamy pumpkin bisque. I didn't get quite all of the onion pureed, but I don't mind. Oh, this is really good. It's a nice, hearty accompaniment to dinner on those cold fall evenings. This is really good, and I'm not a big pumpkin fan, to be honest. Again, Precision PSMF Cookbook on Amazon. Oh, this is so good. You really need to try this. And I'm glad I put the whole can in of coconut milk. Again, you can use coconut cream. Maybe if you're using coconut cream, you might want to put less. Heavy cream, you might want less, but with the coconut milk, 1 can was perfect.